Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Let's hope that there's no follow-up mission. Blue Sun's ambush site detected. We started going through that intel. Fine work. By the way, and we've discovered the location of the base where the Soldier Mule fell into the Blue Sun's trap. The Blue Suns are indeed using false distress signals to lure merchant freighters near their base with the intent of capturing and raiding these vessels. If you can get out there and shut down their beacon, it'll save a lot of merchants, a lot of distress. It'll also strike a blow to the Blue Suns as a whole. The base is on the planet Sanctum, Decora system, Sigurd Cradle. We've uploaded coordinates to the galaxy map. Alright, looks like we have to go somewhere now. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. Right, so this is all at 100%. Let's get back. Charge up. So we got Omega Nebula, disable false signal, Sigurd Cradle. That might be it. Oh boy. That's a lot. Okay, so this is all about scanning and stuff. Should I do the scanning after? Like before or after? Iffy. You know what? We're going to scan right now. Known for its spectacular geysers that can be seen from orbit, Krieg is a rock planet with expansive frozen oceans. Though it is within the temperature and pressure range for human habitation, its thick atmosphere is largely carbon dioxide and monoxide, making breath masks or environmental suits mandatory. The most abundant resource for exploitation are the potassium salts found on its seabeds, which fetch good prices to terraforming worlds. Alright, let's see. It's rich.
Probe away.
It's
Launching
really rich.
probe. Probe launched.
It does. There we go.
Probe away.
Those almost mountainous signals reach the maximum point here.
Probe launched.
As if we have any problem
Probe launched.
with the resources here.
Launching probe.
So it's good. Won't take much longer to deplete, I believe. But that mountain is not good enough. There we go. That was it.
Probe launched. Launching probe.
Okay. Looks like the
Launching
last
probe.
one almost. And depleted. What did I say? Perfect. Ah. You can only press escape once, and then you have to click on that one. Good. We got Crick. Next one is the other unexplored one. Watson. Ah, Crick and Watson. Watson is known in human media for two things: spectacular tides brought on by a large moon, and the bureaucratic snafu over which Earth nations got to settle here first. Watson is a garden world first discovered in 2165 CE, with credit claimed by the Chinese People's Federation, the United North American States, and the European Union. The Systems Alliance brokered the infamous Reykjavik Compromise, allowing limited colonization from each coalition in cities comprised of populations from each nation. Watson itself trends colder than Earth with a temperature zone measuring about 30 degrees latitude in either direction from the equator. This life does not easily map to Earth's evolutionary eras. Some islands have species that resemble terrestrial placental mammals, others are overrun by arthropods. It is estimated that at least 2 more generations of xenozoologists will be needed to properly classify all the species of the planet. Yeah, why do we even want to classify all of the species of a planet? Kind of makes... Whoa, element 0.
Probe launched.
Another element 0 rich planet, and for some reason a connection with life forms. Very interesting. Something is definitely going on with
Launching
element 0 in relation to life.
Probe launched.
Weirdly enough.
Probe away. Probe launched. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe away. Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe launched.
I have to get more probes soon.
Probe launched.
Probes soon. Probes soon.
Probe away.
Okay, that planet stays at moderate levels far too long. Okay, I expect this one to just be the last one.
Probe away.
And perfect, 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 perfect. So, let's go back from there. Crick and Watson. What about this one?
I have detected an anomaly.
Franklin. Uh-huh. Why have I heard that names before? Watson, Crick, Franklin. They're definitely related, but I do not know by what. A large moon, Franklin, retains a trace atmosphere of carbon dioxide, but its desolate surface holds no sign of water or life. In order to defend Watson from the pirates of Terminus Systems, Franklin is home to 2 Alliance spaceports and naval bases capable of fielding 6 fighter squadrons each, and a classified number of interplanetary ballistic missiles. Mass effect fields keep the gravity in its installations at a comfortable level for long-term living. And we got ourselves another... Okay.
Launching probe. I have found something.
Yeah, we have to postpone that, it seems. Scans detect an Alliance colony defended by a Javelin Mk2 missile base. A distress signal indicates that the base is compromised by Batarians who have launched 2 missiles at the Alliance colony. Total destruction of colony is imminent, 0 probability of survivors if missiles strike. Find the control panel in the Javelin Mk2 missile base. Time of impact calculated. Landing party will have 5 minutes to activate the missiles after shuttle touchdown. After the shuttle touchdown. So 5 minutes after we land there. So we do not do that right now. So after the touchdown.
Probe launched.
So touchdown, they don't mean like a probe touchdown, but rather the shuttle.
Probe launched.
They said something about touchdown, but did they say shuttle touchdown?
Probe away.
Might just be the shuttle, right? Yeah. So that means probes are okay for now.
Launching probe.
I'm using far too many probes for this one.
Probe launched.
Almost. through the whole
Launching
thing.
probe. Launching probe. Launching probe.
It's poor, but that means we have like one more large one around that I probably missed because that's just how that goes. Oh, that's the one.
Launching probe.
And we gotta deplete it. Perfect. So let's quickly go back. So Anomaly Franklin. Anomaly Franklin. Alrighty. So now onto the next planets. Darwin, a mid-sized rock planet. Darwin is ironically named being one of the worst places for life in the galaxy. Its atmosphere is punishing, its temperature boiling, its chemical makeup toxic. Carbon monoxide and methane wrap the planet in an unyielding haze, and scans of its surface show only silicates and molten tin. Its daily thermal fluctuations lead to hurricane-level vortices, two at each pole, forming eyes that can be seen from orbit. Despite all this, Darwin is still used by spacers as a drive core discharge point. Hydrogen pierces the clouds in the upper atmosphere, making for a relatively benign approach.
Launching probe. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe away.
That's cool.
Probe launched. Launching probe.
Okay, so there's another mountain somewhere hidden. It's not that one, though. That one could be somewhat related. Oh, that. That's not it. Need a bigger mountain. That one. That's the last one. Perfect. So, we got that thingy done. Next. Wallace, an unusually small Pegasus or hot Jupiter. Wallace was originally an extrasolar planet that entered this system and was captured by the gravity well of the G-class star Skepsis. Tightly locked, Wallace's hot side reaches temperatures over 2,500 degrees Celsius, while not large enough, proportionate to the star to cause eclipses visible from Watson. It is easily seen at dawn or dusk as one of the brightest objects in the sky. And how are we supposed to even land on that thing? Like, this is ridiculous how bright this is.
Probe away.
It's like a little sun.
Probe launched.
Yeah, I messed that one up. There we go.
Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe away. Launching probe.
And get more stuff. No. So, how many more we got? Could be 2. And this one is called Pauling, a hydrogen-methane gas giant. Pauling's gravitational field is believed to have cleared most of what would otherwise have been a sizable asteroid belt. The 2163 mission of the space probe Ultimate gave the inhabitants of Watson reams of data reinforcing this theory, giving the colonists an accurate count of its moon, 66, rings, moon-like ring objects, and more than 200 impact craters on the surface of its metallic core. Ultimate has been since retrieved for reuse on subsequent missions within the solar system.
Probe launched.
Only one. Nah, would have been too easy.
Probe away.
How can it be that a poor planet still has that
Probe
bigger
launched.
space?
Probe away.
That way.
Launching probe. Probe launched.
So, Kaimowitz. Named for the 21st century pioneer of groundwater remediation techniques, Kaimowitz is an impressive layer of ice over a stony metallic core. Despite its size, it has only one moon, Noah, which shares its carbonaceous composition, leading astronomers to believe it formed following a giant impact. Iridium deposits have attracted miners to the planet who must work through robots and telepresence because of the planet's strong gravity, which is 3.4 Gs. Jeez. Okay, but it's rich, at least.
Launching probe.
So, what was rich all about usually? Like 10? Or how many more probes?
Probe away.
There's 9.
Probe away.
See if I can get some element 0 from this one. Would be kind of interesting. I don't think so. It may just be a normally rich planet.
Launching probe.
Yeah.
Probe launched.
As if there are no other elements you can get yourself.
Probe away.
Like, look at this. Iridium, platinum, palladium. We are in space age, and these are the only important metals.
Probe away.
Everything else doesn't count. No gold, no carbon,
Probe launched.
no nothing. And of course the special magical element, the element 0.
Probe away.
Whoa. Large spike there.
Launching probe.
And simply, that was quick. Okay, now we should be at 100. Yes, so Skepsis is completely explored. With stop the missile attack on Franklin, right? So either they are all scientists, Franklin, yeah. I've heard those names before, I just don't really know What for? So, disable false signal. That's the other thing. And there are 1, 2. Okay. So there's Sanctum. And Liana. No, Laina. Laina Cloaked is a methane-clouded hothouse planet. Its lack of a metal-rich core and significant magnetosphere allows for an easy scan, which reveals mining equipment on its surface. It can be deduced that this mining occurred within the last 5 years. Any longer, and the machines would have been worn down to nothing by the excessive heat and dust storms of hot iron oxide. Another rich planet. Still waiting for the big spikes here. There, that might be... That looks big enough.
Probe launched.
The first and maybe the only big spike. Oh. Wait, there is, but there's definitely more.
Probe away. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe away.
There you go. Oh, come on. I had it. That was a spike. There.
Launching probe.
Wait, there's still more to get here. Oh, that's a good one. That's the last
Probe
one.
launched.
Yes, there we go. Look at this. It has a huge empty spot. Pretty much no probes placed on it. Okay, 50% on Laina, and let's just identify Sanctum real quick.
I have detected an anomaly.
Yeah, Sanctum is proof of old spacer adage. Just because it's called a god world doesn't mean it's a picnic. Freezing ice storms cover the poles and temperate zones, leaving a narrow strip of habitable land at the equator. Dry but windy, this area is home to Sanctum's minimal terrestrial plant life. The planet has yet to develop land-based animals, though invertebrates grow quite large in its pelagic seas. Mining, referred to as ice cracking at anywhere but the equator, is a common employment on Sanctum. The planet is rich in platinum and palladium deposits, as well as boron, which is locally used in semiconductor doping. Travel advisory. Carbon dioxide levels on Sanctum can reach 5,000 parts per million. During thermal inversions, travelers should carry a breath mask at all times and consult the Sanctum World Weather Service for warnings. Another one. Piracy is at 14-year global high on Sanctum. Visitors should take appropriate security precautions.
Check all those tunnels for runners. Report back to Captain Nerum when you're done. Check all those tunnels for runners. Report back to
Probe
Captain
away.
Nerum when you're done. Check all those tunnels.
I have found something.
Okay, something. Tunnels. Our distress beacon detected on initial sweep is confirmed to be a fabrication set in place to lure unsuspecting ships into orbit for parrot ambush. Preliminary scans indicate that shutting down false distress beacons will stop the Blue Sun's transmission and disable their ambush sites. Surface scans show Blue Sun's communication signatures concentrated around a shuttle hangar bay. Yeah, how can we... So, we're going to continue scanning on this one though. Let's hope that 17 probes are
Launching
enough.
probe.
Like 15 should actually be enough for like moderately. Oh, there's element 0 on there. Look at that.
Probe away.
Didn't I? Yeah, there's element 0.
Launching probe. Probe away. Launching probe. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe away.
Okay, wait. Let's try to max
Launching
that.
probe.
Maybe I can get the other element 0 spike back. The other element 0 spike doesn't actually exist. But let's just get this
Probe
one.
away.
Okay. That's a good spec.
Probe launched.
Still is not in a poor state yet. Not good. I'm running out of probes.
Probe away.
Still not at a poor state. Okay. It may just turn from
Probe launched.
moderate to poor. Okay. How many more we got for poor?
Launching
That
probe.
could please be the last one. Yes. Okay. So we got all of that done. We are going to land on Sanctum in the next episode, and we are also going to stop the missile attacks on the or in the Skepsis system. But for now, we're going to end the episode and continue, of course, at another time. Like and subscribe, and ta-ta.